Earlier this week was the best night of the year, the Burke Museum's behind-the-scenes night for members. For one night every year, members of the museum are invited to come after hours to get a special look at artifacts and specimens from behind the glass. The Burke Museum is located on campus at the University of Washington in Seattle. It is one of the best natural history museums I've ever been to, especially in their big, brand new building. I started on the second floor and, don't trip. I started in the biology department. This table was full of fungi, and the staff were happy to explain how they collected and stored samples and what kind of research they did with them. Here, a herbology illustrator showed how she takes a bunch of samples to illustrate a representative composite for field guides. The amount of samples and specimens each department has can be truly mind-boggling. Look at all these shells, and these are sitting on top of drawers and drawers full of more of them. Here's a close-up of these spiky ones, just because I think they're really cool.
And what's the
So many butterflies. One thing I love about this night is you literally get to go behind the scenes and see what a scientist's work is like. Like here, they're calculating airspeed velocity and how many chicken nuggets Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would have to eat to burn as much energy a day as a broad-billed hummingbird, 6,110. Slight trigger warning here, as you can see at the top, we're about to see some taxidermy. I think it's important to note that the Burke is more than just a museum to view and learn cool things. It's a hub for natural history research in Washington, with scientists studying things like how climate change is affecting plant and animal life, bird population evolution, skull differences in bats that echolocate, and so much more. The cool thing about the Burke is that the walls separating the researchers from the guests are glass, so even on a normal day, you can peek behind the scenes at the scientists at work.
because they're basically
Here's a sloth clearly helping with the paperwork. Okay, here was a really fun hands-on activity where you got to sort microfossils from sediment, perfect for kids of all ages, and I am including myself in that.
They very methodically go through the rock and debris. The fossils you can tell apart normally by their very dark color.
This table from the education department had real fossils and casts that you could touch. Like, that was really heavy.
so based off of that, is that a real fossil?
Okay, this table was cool. This is a real hammerhead shark jaw, and you can see the rows of teeth that they have. Those rows will move to the front as the front rows fall away every few years. These are all other fish skulls, and coming up here is a moray eel skull, and you'll be able to see the second set of jaws inside. When they catch something, those reach out and grab their prey to draw them further in and keep them from escaping.
Fish to the Puget Sound area.
Now on to archaeology. Here they're describing an excavation they did in Seattle, so some local archaeology.
Now, what we're able to tell from this particular area is that
Some more artifacts here.
It's almost like endangered.
Right.
But for
Upon researching the liquids in these bottles, one of them was discovered to have urine in it from over 100 years ago. Fun fact. Now on to paleontology. And yes, these are real. Look at that cute little Lego lab. How adorable.
we're touching a real T-Rex. That's a T-Rex shoulder bone. Bigger than you are.
Lots of things besides bone do fossilize, and the Burke has a wide collection, including these leaves. These are phytoliths, microscopic plant stones that are produced during the plant's life that fossilize and can be used to help determine what prehistoric plant life was like. More plants, including petrified wood. Here's some fossilized sea life, including mollusks and starfish.
Tells us what kind of plant.
Okay, these scientists have jokes.
Yeah.
And they have lots and lots of cool fossils. Like, seriously, all of this stuff is amazing. If you notice, they put little toys representing the dinosaurs the fossils came from next to the bones.
How humans have 3 middle ear bones.
And just like that, it's already over. I didn't have time to see everything. I am so sad. I was here for literally almost 3 hours, but there's always next year. Thank you, Burke. This really is a treat. And if you're in the area, go check them out. There's so much to see and learn.